Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm sharing something I've never done before. I tracked every single dollar I spent for 30 days, and the results were eye-opening. You won't believe what I learned about my spending habits, how I saved more money, and even how it changed the way I think about my finances. If you're looking to improve your money habits or gain some insight into how small changes can add up, this video is for you. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more money saving and investing tips. The challenge. So here's the deal. I decided to track every dollar I spent for an entire month. No exceptions. I used an app on my phone to log everything, from the daily coffee run to the bigger expenses like bills or groceries. I thought this would be an easy challenge, but let me tell you, it wasn't as simple as I expected. Every single purchase had to be logged, and by the end of the month, I had a much clearer picture of where my money was going. The surprising results, I'll be honest with you, the results were shocking. Let's break down what I learned. The small stuff. Adds up. I knew I was spending money here and there, but I had no idea how much all those little purchases added up. I mean, those daily $5 coffee runs or random snacks here and there don't seem like a lot at the time, but they totaled up to over $200 by the end of the month. That's a lot more than I thought. Subscriptions are sneaky. Another big discovery for me was just how many subscription services I was paying for without even thinking about them. Netflix, Spotify, Wi-Fi, gym memberships, and a bunch of apps. The monthly fees were adding up. When I looked at it all together, I realized I could probably cut some of these out without missing them at all. Mindless spending. One of the biggest lessons I learned was how much I spent without thinking. I would grab things online, add them to my cart, and just buy them without really analyzing whether I needed them. The most eye-opening part was how much of this mindless spending was on things I didn't even use. Cash versus card spending. When I tracked my spending by method, I realized that using cash actually made me think twice before making purchases. With cards, I had the instant gratification of swiping. But when I had to use cash, I was more mindful about whether I really needed the item or not. The positive changes. Tracking my spending didn't just help me see where my money was going. It also helped me make positive changes. Cutting out unnecessary subscriptions. After reviewing all my subscriptions, I was able to cut out at least 3 services I wasn't using. That alone saved me over $50 a month. I could either reinvest that money into savings or use it for something more meaningful. Reevaluating my wants versus needs tracking helped me separate my wants from my needs. When I started to categorize my expenses, it became clear which ones were non-negotiable, like rent and groceries, and which ones were optional. It made me more deliberate about where I spent my money and helped me make smarter purchases moving forward. Building a budget. The most important lesson I learned was how vital it is to have a budget. Tracking every dollar forced me to create a budget for the first time. And now I'm sticking to it. With a budget in place, I feel in control of my finances and know exactly where my money is going each month. Being more intentional with spending. Perhaps the biggest shift I experienced was becoming more intentional with every purchase. I wasn't just swiping my card on impulse anymore. I thought about what I was buying, why I was buying it, and if it was truly necessary. This mindfulness has helped me avoid unnecessary purchases and focus on what really adds value to my life. Tips for you if you want to track your spending. If you're thinking about tracking your own spending, here are a few tips that helped me along the way. Use a tracking app. I recommend using an app like Mint, YNAB, or even a simple Google Sheets template. Apps make it easy to log your spending on the go. Categorize your expenses, and visualize your spending habits. Be honest with yourself, don't hide any purchases. Whether it's a small treat or a big ticket item, be sure to track it all. The goal is to get a full picture of where your money is going. Review weekly. It's easy to forget about tracking after a few days. Make it a habit to review your spending every week so you can stay on top of it. You'll also start to notice patterns and areas where you can cut back. Celebrate the wins. Tracking your spending can feel like a chore at times, but make sure to celebrate your progress. Whether it's cutting out an unnecessary subscription or realizing you've saved more money than expected, take the time to acknowledge the changes you're making. Final thoughts. And call to action. Tracking every dollar for 30 days was eye-opening, and I learned some incredibly valuable lessons about my spending habits. It helped me identify areas to cut back, be more intentional with my purchases, and ultimately take control of my finances. If you're looking to improve your spending habits or save more money, I highly recommend you give it a try. You'll be surprised by the insights you gain, and you'll feel more empowered to make smarter financial decisions. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on saving money, budgeting, and making better financial decisions. Drop a comment below if you've ever tracked your spending or if you plan to try it yourself. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks for watching, and here's to making smarter financial moves in the future.